Hello, Sweet Tooth and Flutterpie Rocks is here, gonna play more Ace Attorney Phoenix. Right?
Bloop, bloop, blop, bloop, bleep. Nick?
Yeah?
Did you know that Bon Carmi can't read it now?
Yeah, I gotta bring this full screen for a second. There we go.
It's only 18, just like me?
Yeah, why?
I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself. She's so grown up.
Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation.
But then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. Again.
But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through.
Good morning. You look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother's coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Show her support. Yeah, that's totally what she told her daughter.
Hey, Pearls.
Yes, Mr. Nick?
Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today too?
Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch.
Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help.
Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again.
Please, can you do this for us, Pearls?
Alright. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time.
Oh my gosh.
We're not being shipped by a child.
Phew, thank goodness.
Apparently I did that to my mom once.
Really?
My mom was going on a date with someone, and first thing I told him, first time meeting this guy, do you like my mommy? Are you gonna love her forever? To be fair, I was under 5 years old then.
Hmm.
So yeah, a little toddler asking that.
Hmm.
Nick?
This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial.
What do you mean? What's going on? Doing more watching for the ant than the ant's ever done for you.
Yeah, 'cause
Otherwise her daughter would have been able to see this.
daughter's gonna see what's gonna happen to her mother. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey.
Well, not only that, but see her mother betray everyone by flat out deciding to be a witness.
Yeah. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy.
You say that now.
The image of your defeat at base will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes.
Stop it.
The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye.
It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Gulp.
She flat out knows who she's talking to.
Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session.
The defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct?
Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been.
Your Honor, I'd like to say one thing before we begin.
Alright, let's hear it. Asunte.
The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
What? But Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said it wasn't the defendant.
Then what is the meaning of this?
All I'm saying is Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key.
Can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fay, to the stand. As I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Damn, why did you let two people go to call the police?
Yeah. Pardon me, yeah.
The entire plan would have been ruined if you just one of you sat there.
Yeah. She seems really torn by this.
Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fay, and I'm a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking.
I'm sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking? Ah!
I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya there.
Spirit severing technique?
The technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is.
Yes, that is. Ah!
You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct.
What in the world could have...
Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room.
What?
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Mystic Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Order. Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. Why are you letting her have tea in the courtroom?
No idea.
I think someone just upped the ante on this trial.
Who let Karma have a whip? Maya's escape.
After we heard the gunshots, the two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. The pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrust to be away from herself and escaped the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Why have you hidden this until now?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Why is she making it a point to make a stab at me? Take a stab at me? Never mind.
The funny part is that Von Karma is treating this witness very gently.
Yeah. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack at her testimony.
Just now, you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to?
I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir.
Lana's not a foreigner, despite how she talks.
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful.
You can already see people in the heartland gearing up for a riot.
In any case, I've already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright.
Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Faye?
I requested Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police.
Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point.
At the time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another...
Another what, madame?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I want to hear the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room?
I simply do not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us.
Looks like you caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head. And this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement?
I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie.
But why would you lie about something like that?
It's very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant.
She was covering for Maya? So you were covering for the defendant?
Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. The renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected.
Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Oh!
The witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to show what this unexpected thing was, there's always later.
Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach?
Now, witness, continue with what happened.
Was it really that easy for her to escape from you?
I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes.
But you were physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
you've forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey.
Ah. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know this firsthand.
Nara says that your memory is fading from growing old. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was that of the nurse she called.
But if she had run away, wouldn't she have given chase right away?
Well, yes, I would have, however.
You fainted?
I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps?
And a defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
Happy witness elaborate on that point for us?
Is that because you were unconscious?
Why, yes.
Great, well now what? So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went.
I would think that's obvious, good sir.
If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself.
It's true the witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word is here is this witness.
What do you mean by that?
I mean she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what. Looks like Miss Begon Karma is ready to move on to her next witness.
That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey didn't leave the chamber. Hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt.
Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes. Ah!
Be quiet, you! Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person.
She went to speak with someone? Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Any Minnie, who was sleeping in the side room at the time.
Any Minnie?
I think you can see where this is headed. Witness, name and occupation.
Okay, so my name is Any Minnie. I'm researching parapsychology stuff at the university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Minnie. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? They must have decided that, oh, this is going poorly. Let's both step in. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine for my sake.
After the murder. when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. A little later, someone came into the room, like really suddenly. I was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I like hadn't seen her in like so long. I was so happy in like a sad way. My sister, she like told me something like totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time.
Are you saying that the spirit was a spirit of my witness's sister?
Yes, Minnie. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness,
Like, yeah.
in your testimony you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it.
Like, do I totally, like, really have to?
Of course.
Miss Minnie, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident.
I was drugged with sleeping pills.
I was murdered. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Minnie?
She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes?
There, are you satisfied, Your Honor?
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It's a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? Certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie?
Of course it was, Phoenix.
Mia! What do you mean?
It's well constructive, but that's all it is. Even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies.
Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble.
Stop it.
I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last.
After the murder. Bang, bang, bang.
Cute.
Yep. All right. Was it because of your sesame allergy, was it?
You're like, that's right. I think because there were sesame seeds in the lunch they served that day. I had this like premonition that it was going to go totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed.
I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? Anyway, so you were taking a nap? Did something happen while you were sleeping? Do you know the time?
Like maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think.
11 a.m.?
Yeah, like my stomach is totally ready for, like, food.
Oh no, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I mean, what time was it when someone came into your room?
Oh, so like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. It's like really...
That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So like, I started talking... What was I talking about again?
Never mind.
Witness about this person who entered the side room.
Are you absolutely sure?
I guess?
You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered?
Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright? The defense rests.
Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Minnie?
Wait. Alright, I was giving it a try. You were happy in a sad way?
Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again?
But like, maybe I was like someone I didn't know about, like the cult. But like, I know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said.
Should I drop this line of questioning? Question further. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter?
No. Like there wasn't any reason for me to think anything was strange.
But... Ow!
Don't keep badgering her.
You know the phrase, objection. Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright? This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important? It is very important. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Minnie, please amend your testimony.
Okay, I'm like totally cool with that.
I wasn't like scared at all, and like her costume looked like totally normal. She had blood on her. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Minnie.
What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is.
Stealing my lines now? Or are we, Phoenix?
Miss Minnie, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance.
Like, yeah, and?
But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this.
The blood spray.
Miss Minnie, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order, order! Miss Minnie, what is the meaning of this? Miss Minnie?
I'm thinking, don't interrupt me.
Ow!
And what are you stammering about, Your Honor?
Well,
That witness. The personality did a complete 180 there.
Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though.
First of all, calm yourself, witness.
Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap.
Now hurry up with the testimony.
If you please. Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. After the murder, part 2.
Like, the side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason why you didn't notice the blood.
No, she wouldn't notice the blood if she took her to the channeling chamber.
Yeah.
You think? Thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. The judge is like, please stop glaring at me like that.
Still?
Yeah. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room.
Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court.
That's right.
Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Minnie's?
You are such a hopeless cause, witness. You may feel free to ignore this trite little man.
Okay.
Can't breathe. Let me out of here.
You said the witness to ignore you.
You didn't see the blood.
Yeah.
But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well.
That's,
Are you gonna tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either?
I, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, her face.
Continue.
And what was your sister, Miss Minnie, like at that time?
Well, she was like totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think like she knew. She like said she did something really bad. And like she said she wanted to go with me too. Like apologize to Miss Morgan.
Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you?
Like, yeah. And then...
Okay, I was just giving it a try. Trying to show a diagram to say, you know, you went pretty far to do that. Never mind. Was your sister calm by that time?
Like, I guess so. I guess maybe taking your revenge on that Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better.
I like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better.
She says with her whip at the ready.
And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
May I ask you one more thing, Miss Minnie?
Like, sure.
Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place?
Something out of place? Huh? Like, what do you mean?
When you...
Oh, yeah.
arrived at the crime scene? Or going?
Remember, there's one person they should have passed away.
Right. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course.
Like, no. Nothing strange.
She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something.
I, like, totally can.
That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Minnie, if you will, please conclude a statement about this in your testimony.
Like, oh, I don't get why, but okay. Well, I didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber.
There it is. Pearls was out there.
This is right there, taking up a lot of the hallway.
You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible.
Like, what do you mean?
I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
The garden?
Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have to have seen her. So, Miss Minnie, what do you have to say to that?
As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at that time. You honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous.
It's not preposterous, and I can prove it.
What sort of foolish? There's no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed. No, wait, that's you. I'll say the opposite. Could have noticed her.
The urn?
Well, she was sitting in the middle of winding way trying to fix that thing.
This urn is my proof.
An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove?
Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why. She broke the urn? Ow!
Why? Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day?
This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While still sitting right in the middle of the winding way.
What?
Miss Minnie. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Minnie. You are a masterful liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Minnie, tell us the truth.
About what?
About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
The witness just testified about that.
That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No. Your lies end here.
What do you?
The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here.
Help me, Mia.
I gotta do that. I may have overreached on this one. Is there really a contradiction somewhere?
Don't worry, you're on the right path, Phoenix. It might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's there. So, this is once. Do you want me to help you out?
Yeah. Please, I need your help right now.
Hold on. First, calm down, Phoenix. Good. That girl. She slipped up with her words.
Her words?
And she was really inside room the entire time. And she just testified about something she shouldn't have any knowledge of.
And what is that?
The rest is for you to figure out on your own.
Thanks, Mia. Mr. Wright, what is your answer? Alright, okay, time to add another bluff to the pile. The witness says that during the actual murder...
I assume that because of what Mia just said, it's the testimony.
Earlier in your testimony, Miss Minnie, you made the following statement.
Oh yeah, how would you know Miss Morgan was the only one there?
Right. It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to the police.
So, like, what does that have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Miss Minnie, how did you know that fact?
How?
I concede that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Minnie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. But look at the manor guide map. if one were to go between a side room and a channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Minnie, please answer the question.
Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it on the table, Mr. Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix.
Yeah.
The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Innie Minnie. Now's the time to prove it.
Well then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Miss Minnie was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Miss Minnie was at the scene of the crime. Order, order, order! That's why.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple, Miss Innie Minnie was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding?
Behind here. Here, of course. But behind the folding screen? Ah!
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to put it on me, slimeball.
Now, Miss Minnie, one so young as you shouldn't be saying.
Shut it, Gramps. You know as if you know exactly how old I am.
I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the fold-in screen with the help of this. Miss Minnie, how are you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box.
That tiny little box? No person could fit in that.
Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
There's a closing box in the side room, right? Which means that has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright? Do you think you could prove where the clothing box was at the scene of the crime? The time of the crime? Can I? I think so. Yes. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. The ball?
The ball? How would the ball do anything?
Because that's where Pearl gets her thing out.
I don't think that would help. Pearl could have already taken it out. She had the ball that actually would go against it.
Oh, probably a folding screen?
Yeah.
Take a look at this clothing box.
so stupid, as if there was any sort of evidence of that old thing.
This is... what on earth? Oh!
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole. About 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before?
The folding screen. They had a hole at the same height.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then went into the box. Miss Minnie, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Order! Order! So what are you saying?
Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Any Minnie?
That is exactly what I am saying. Miss Annie Minnie, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had a plan from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client.
No, stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself.
It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow!
Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy.
But wait. Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct?
What? You can't be serious.
Miss Minnie, you had an accomplice.
This person?
If it wasn't someone from Korean Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have had that box to use.
Morgan Fey.
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Minnie? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime.
But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray, and after that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Minnie, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey.
But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through.
Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Yep. Well, what is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Who is that, laughing at a time like this? Ah!
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving?
What is it this time? Miss Von Karma, surely.
Of course, it was me. I thought it was any.
Huh.
Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood will lose to something this petty?
What in the world?
Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Your argument is flawed in one very crucial area.
And that is?
If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble?
Huh?
Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act? What reason would she have to do such foolish things?
Yeah? Well, that's,
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Annie Minnie want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? You just said that her sister got killed.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive.
A motive. That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead?
As I thought, you bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix, right?
That's great. Now she's calling me by my full name.
You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death?
Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself.
Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? You say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm, going to explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know?
She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see... Ah!
Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix, right?
You failed to support your own theory. The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Minnie has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
Yeah. What happened? I thought I had her for sure.
See, it's just like I told you. I hope you like your slice of humble pie.
Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Minnie.
Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
Alright.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he really does do that every single time she speaks.
Yeah, every single time.
Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for murder. But, you know, regardless, the girl trained for this crime.
Really?
Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And there's a reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Minnie had a motive, then...
Final answer, 100 points.
Oh my gosh. If you fail now, you fail all of it.
Is this an instant death one?
Can I really do this? Yes, I can. I learned that from Bob the Builder. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what.
That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now.
I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Minnie had a motive.
Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. A bon karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. So the whole second part's going to be about the whole motive.
Yep. Even though we already know it.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, well. Video's already an hour long. Alright, so we're going to leave it off here. We'll pick it up in the next one. Want to thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment. Hope you have yourself a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.